Yeah, no worries. Is that okay that way?
Okay. Hi. Hello. And guys, if you are a person who genuinely wants to discover your life purpose, but more than that, you may have advanced to kind of knowing what your life purpose is, but you might be really grappling between moving to the next level, like knowing who your client is, what your mission is, who are you attracting, into your life. What it comes down to is, your belief, your values, and your mission statement. So, yesterday you seen a live stream, and these live streams, by the way, are authentic, they're raw. They're not the real deep timeline recoding therapies and fast phobia cures and some of the heavier stuff for obvious reasons. However, they're powerful. And I'm going to walk you through with a gentleman that I have with me, and I'm going to introduce you to him. So, this young man, his name is Darian. He is a fitness coach, guru, instructor. He has now completed his NLP certification through my training school. And what this means is he has this massive advantage now of adding value to his clients, because when you have the kind of the coaching tools that I give you, it's about becoming an authentic coach and knowing that when you can live according to your true mission, and especially knowing what changes your life, what you stand for, and if you could choose what it is that you want to do and get paid for it every single day, have a think about that for a moment. And while so many people are spending tens of thousands and thousands of dollars in marketing, learning how to market, learning how to brand, learning how to niche, when you go inside yourself and you go into the next level, you discover your why, you discover your mission, and you align your beliefs and values, and you bring everything together. What have you got? You've got a juicy, nourishing, soul aligned purpose. So, with no further ado, I would love to introduce to you Darian. Darian, are you on the line?
I sure am.
How are you?
I'm really good, thank you.
That's awesome. So, Darian, this obviously I choose not to do anything premeditative, except for the fact that you are aware that you have requested that I help you find your mission statement. Okay, so I'm going to go through some key questions. Now, if you're watching this at home, you can actually play along, or you can watch it with enthusiasm and inspiration, and then look at the playback and then put yourself in the hot seat so you can imagine that you're being interviewed. So, Darian, the first question I'm going to ask you, and it's the question that really the only question that I say that you can put some thought into what you're about to say. And I'm happy for you to construct your first answer, but then after that, we're going to move at the speed of light. If you could achieve any goal in your mission in life, think about what you would love to achieve. This is, imagine no limitations. The world is your oyster. You've cleared all of your blocks. You have gone back and encoded your past, which is what you're doing in my program anyway, in my workshop. You are completely imprinting yourself for absolute epic success at whatever level you desire. I would like you to tell me, what would you love to achieve?
Having my brand and my training, whatever facilities I have, through groups, and having those groups being just huge. So being able to help and have such an impact of people in the groups, and just the energy from that would just be amazing.
Awesome.
Not just myself having these groups, but having other coaches put out what I've given, basically representing my brand.
Okay, so I'm hearing that you really want to brand yourself to become a facilitator in impacting groups of people and even with other coaches. What is it specifically you are going to be impacting people with?
Knowing that they can achieve and body transformations. So not thinking they can't do it, they can do it, and they will do it.
So helping people to achieve body transformations and knowing that, you know, they can do it. So obviously you want to help them break free of their limiting beliefs. I guess I hear that. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah. I think as well, the big picture that I can see and I'm trying to get at is from people thinking that it's that sort of gym phobia, the phobia, and people or sort of they get scared of trying personal training, and you know, they've just got that gym stigma, I say. So I want people to feel comfortable knowing that what I offer is completely different to any other gym.
And you know what? Guess what? Because the work you've done with me, you will have the point of difference. So you are a professional fitness coach and trainer. I know this. However, this is where your point of difference, Darian, is going to come into play, because all of those things where people know that gyms can be a fad, people know that diets can be a fad, people know that they can, you know, try really, 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 really hard to achieve their goals and their body transformations and all that stuff. But then it's a case of when they stop, then they, you know, typically the wheels fall off and they go back to where they were. Would you agree with that?
100%, yes.
So this is where you're going to have the point of difference. So this is my role as a coach. So you've invested in, you know, becoming an elite coach, and, you know, you're coming through the next level training at the moment. So what I'm going to get you to do is, like, for you, what does it mean? You mentioned the words scared. You mentioned the words phobia. Now, even though those words were mentioned in relation to the gym, and you associated it with the things that are around diets and gym and all that sort of stuff, I'm going to tap into the scaredness and the phobia. So in your life, you don't have to give any personal details. Have you ever been scared before?
Yeah.
Okay, so would you say that you've even had moments in time where you've even become phobic in the way that, you know, people can become phobic of gym and phobic of doing things? Would you say that you've had that experience yourself?
Yes, slightly.
Okay, so what I want to do is I want to tap into that. So when you think of moments where you've been scared, now this is going to be huge for opening up your brand. So are you prepared to be transparent?
Yep.
And the good news is that you do not need to disclose any personal information. So we're just going to cut through the red tape here. So what I want you to do is I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to go into a moment of time in your life when you know you were scared. And as you go into that moment of time when you felt scared and you felt, tell me what scared felt like.
Like I was going to die.
Wow. Okay. So we're quite on point. So the fact that you felt like you were scared and you were going to die, I want to know, how did that impact your behaviors?
I think it's quite a bit of a block there, to the feelings as such. It was just, I remember the moment and what happened, from that. So trying to go into the feels is pretty hard.
Because we've actually dealt with that. So a lot of those feelings have been removed and released. So what we need to do is the fact that you know that you felt like you were so scared you were nearly going to die. What I want you to do is I want you to put on your super conscious professor hat and rise up above and go back and float and look at the old version of you from the past. And as you look down at yourself, what I want you to notice is his behaviors. Now, it could be procrastination, it could be moving into yourself, it could be anxiousness, it could be food habits, it could be around anything. What were your habits, and what were at the time of when you felt that way? How did he behave, the old version of you?
He would have been anxious.
Okay, so he was anxious. And what did the anxiousness do? Like, did it prevent him from doing anything?
Yeah, in a way.
Yep. Okay, can you talk about that?
Yeah, so basically it was to do with water, um, and me almost drowning. So I've always had that sort of fear of going into the water and um, learning to swim and carrying on from that. That's sort of been a fear.
Okay, so the fact that you started off, it's funny how, or it's not funny, but it's strange how people can have something happen to them like 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, and yet they still carry seeds of that pattern and behavior. So it's up to us to clear it, which I know we've done a lot of clearing. So what I want to do is I want to say, how did it impact you at the time? Did it hold you back from doing what you knew you had to do?
Yeah, big time. Yeah.
Can you tell me in Darian's words, like how did it hold you back? Like, I was too scared to do this, or I was procrastinating, or how would you describe that?
Um, Trying to think of the word that's coming
Just
through.
let it come out of your mouth naturally. Just let it be authentic. How was he? Did he stifle himself? Did he procrastinate? Did he hide away?
It's like a letdown sort of, a letdown sort of. I'm getting like just let down.
So who was letting who down?
Um, Myself and thinking away my dad. I don't know. It's a very mixed sort of thing there. I think there's a bigger picture to it.
Yep, because you're dealing with the superconscious, so it's telling you that it's tied in with your father, and that can be generational as well. So basically, you feel like let down. So how did that impact you? Like, did it make you feel like you weren't good enough, or what was the story you were telling yourself around that letting down feeling?
Yeah, that was never good enough, and um, yeah, just a bit shitty.
Yep. And as a result of feeling not good enough and a bit shitty, and feeling like who were you letting down? Were you letting down yourself?
No, I was getting let down.
So you were feeling let down.
Yeah.
And as a result, how did that play out for you?
Not very trusting, so I don't trust a lot.
So you found that you had trust issues?
Yeah.
Okay, so because you had trust issues, how did that impact your relationships or in that way with people? What sort of things were happening?
Connections. Wouldn't open up and give my all.
So you wouldn't open up and wouldn't give your all. Okay, so would you say that you were holding back?
Yeah, it's like hiding behind the mask.
Okay, so you're hiding behind a mask. Okay, all right. And okay, so now when you feel like you're hiding behind a mask as that younger you and not opening up and having these trust issues, what I want to do is I want to ask you, what does that young Darian require to remove the mask and to open up and to start connecting and know that you can, because you know, everything, the world is a mirror, right? So if you project trust issues, then you're going to find that you're going to attract it. You're going to attract people into your life that may let you down. Now, I just want to ask you that question, speaking of which, because life goes in patterns. Have you noticed that you have felt let down by people throughout your life since those younger days?
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is how it plays out. So until we break the cycle, and how did it feel to be let down, you know, throughout your life? How did that affect you?
Just believing in people's words, I suppose.
Okay, so you didn't believe in people's words, and so as a result of not believing in people's words, how do you feel that came? How did that impact your relationships?
Um, really know how it impact relationships. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, all right. So basically,
Other than drawing those types of people in, um,
mhm.
yeah, that's the only sort of thing I could put to it.
Yep. So you were drawing in those people. So this is what happens to everyone, right? You keep on drawing in those same relationships until you stop and until you learn. So if you look at you know, where you are now and you look right out into the future, can you see what you've learned and what you've been taught through these let down moments of where you've felt that you've mistrusted and where you've obviously called it into your life and attracted it over and over again, where you've had trust issues and wound up feeling let down and shitty, in your words? Can you see the higher purpose of what you've learned? So, in terms of your future goal of running groups, impacting people, helping people to achieve their dreams, and giving them the opportunity to totally release the fear and the blocks that they may have had about having their body transformation. Can you see a parallel?
Yeah, it's just being open and honest.
So open and honest. Okay, so do you believe that that's the lesson that you may have needed to learn?
The, the biggest lesson I think from everything is just it's all been on me. So I think I've come this far, and where I've am and where I've achieved where I am right now, the lesson was I haven't had to rely on anybody other than myself. So I think the lesson was I could do it, and I've never needed anyone or anything else other than myself. I think that's my lesson.
Okay, so I can do it. You have, at the end of the day, you have only got yourself. And what have you achieved by having yourself?
Everything.
And the fact that it's on you, what has that given you?
The success.
And that success has led you to achieving what?
Everything I have and that I'm going to have, where I'm going and where I am.
And tell me about everything you have right now that you treasure, and consider it into what you also want as well, and relate it into also your greatest role models that you totally look up to and you think are great. What is the achievement? Tell me about the physical, relational, wealth, everything, physical, spiritual element of what you have.
Oh, it's great. Everything that I've got. Like, I've got a great home, I've got a great relationship, great family, great friends. Friends are a little bit more, I sort of don't have a big circle, but the wealth and everything's like, I've just gone out and just bought a brand new van. We built an amazing home. I've got my gym, which, so all that's come through by me working hard, and obviously I've got a great shaped body by putting in the work there as well.
So you've got a great body, and how's your health?
Perfect, amazing.
So, okay, so you've got a great body and, amazing health. And okay, so this is what I want to say to you. And I want you to pretend that you're a young man, and really young, like I know you are young, but you're even younger, like you are an impressionable age. Did you know that you can have an amazing body? You can have the greatest health, and you can achieve the life of your dreams where you can succeed. However, I am here to tell you that only one person can do it, and that's you. This is on you completely. And I want to teach you, and I want to show you how you can achieve what you desire in your life, and how you can take full responsibility of being who you are and having great health, wealth, success, and freedom. So if you would like to know how you can do it, where you can release that fear of what you thought that you weren't good enough, that you thought that going to the gym, diets and fads were difficult. What if I told you that this is on you? What if I told you that I am going to give you something that is going to help you to take full responsibility of your own life so you can have the life of your dreams? Can I just ask how that would have sat with you, how that sits with you?
It sounded like that's something in a way that I would be saying. So if that came from me to a client, that would be, I could see that person just going, well, yeah.
Do you know why you feel that alignment?
No.
Because those are your words.
Yeah.
Everything I said was you. I just helped you construct what we need to do is we need to condense this down. So who are you, Darian? I want you to announce who you are. Now I'm going to give you an example. I am Terry Messenger. I am a world-class trainer and success activator. Now I'm going to ask you, who are you? I want you to state your name and your title.
Darian Johns, I'm a fitness specialist and wellness mindset coach.
Fitness specialist and mindset coach?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I want to let you know that is who you are. Now, your person who you are talking to is a person that has had trust issues, a person that has felt let down, a person who has felt the fear that they can't do what it is that they want to do and achieve the goals and of their dreams because of the limiting blocks that they have. So what you are actually helping people to overcome is the shitty feeling, and these were your words. If you go back, you'll listen, and this is what you said. You are helping people to overcome the shitty feelings. Maybe you can edit this later. That leave you feeling let down, with trust issues, where you feel like you are wearing a mask to cover up. And really what you're hiding is you're just hiding the pain. I am going to help you to remove that mask. I am going to help you to become at one with yourself so you can open up and you can begin to come into knowing that you are the one, and this is on you, to become the success and to live the life that you truly deserve. Now, so as you write your mission statement, we need to bring it down more and more. So you're helping people to do what? What are they shifting? So far, we've put shitty feelings, leaving behind anxiety.
Hello.
Hello? Can you hear me okay? Can I ask our viewers, can you hear us okay? And if you can, write it down in the comments. Can you hear me okay, Darian?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you, so would you say, if I said to you, scared, anxiety, and lack of trust, which ones are the most, I guess, obvious?
Well, read it again, please.
So, scared.
Yeah.
Anxious.
Yeah.
Let down.
Yeah.
Hiding behind a mask.
It's like the anxious, probably anxious.
Okay, so you are helping people to eliminate their anxiety and their fear, their scaredness.
Yeah.
Okay, and helping them to remove the mask that they're hiding behind. Now, would you say it would be fair, I know this myself as a coach, that people are quite often eating, and if their body is out of shape or out of alignment, quite often what they're doing is that's a mask. Does that make
100%,
sense?
100%, yeah.
Yep. So remove the mask of the excess body weight. And once they remove the mask, once they peel back the layers and they remove it, what they're doing is they're able to open up, they're able to connect with themselves, and then you're helping them to come into knowing that they need to take responsibility for themselves, right?
Yeah. Terry, I need to go.
Oh, yes, you do too. You have got a client. So what we'll do is we have got the most of this statement, this mission statement. So what I'll do is I'll send that over to you, and I want to thank you for sharing.
No, welcome. Thank you for helping.
And do you feel clearer about your mission statement now?
Yeah, 100%. I feel that when I see and I've got that in front of me, what we've just gone over, it will come back and I'll be able to carry on through it.
Okay, I'm going to send you a copy, and it's going to have all the negatives that you're going to help your client with. It's going to have the things that you've overcome, and of course, you'll be able to tweak that and then take it from there. So thanks, Darian, and thank you, everybody, for watching live.
Thank you very much, Terry.
Mwah. See ya.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.